welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be trying a new product that is very exciting because it is actually something I've never tried before. It's also quite monumental because it's going to be the first time I'm going to be using direct heat on my hair since I went natural 4 years ago. So it's quite a big monumental occasion. I literally haven't used any direct heat on my hair in 4 years since my big chop 4 years ago. I am a little bit nervous, but I really wanted to try this product. It's not straightening irons, it is a straightening brush. So I'm interested to see how it will work on my curly hair. I would personally be quite happy if it just gave me like a blowout effect. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a blowout effect or an actual straightening effect. I have a feeling it's going to be somewhere in between. I think if you work with smaller sections, you'll get a straighter effect, and larger sections, you'll get a more blown out effect. But I don't have a lot of patience, so I'm not going to use tiny sections, but I'm going to try and use small-ish sections. This was really cheap as well. This was from Amazon. It's called a Poké. Sounds like it's maybe from China or something. It was only £30. I don't know how high quality this is. All you get is just the brush itself. I wanted to intro the video while my hair was still crazy and curly so that you can see what my hair naturally looks like. Well, this is after like 5 days after a wash and go. And being in a bun and everything, so it normally looks better than this, but this is what my natural hair basically looks like. That's the texture of it, that's how curly it is. So I wanted to give an accurate picture of what we're working with so we can really see, you know, how good the results are with the brush. So yeah, but I'm going to go and wash my hair now. I'm going to use Garnier Ultimate Blends Hair Food, coconut and macadamia shampoo and conditioner, but it says it's for frizzy hair, so hopefully it will help with the frizz. So yeah, I'm gonna go and just wash and condition my hair, and I'll detangle it as well, and then I'll be back to show you me using the brush. So I am back with my hair washed and conditioned. So I'm just gonna work in bigger sections to begin with. So I'm gonna take a bottom section, which is the first section I'm going to work with. So that's the section I'm working with to begin with. And I'm going to apply this heat protectant. So this is the John Frieda Frizzies All-in-One Extra Strength Serum, but it's also a heat protectant. So it says it's an iconic multitasker, tames frizz, protects from heat and humidity, and adds shine. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to put a couple of pumps of this just over this first section. Okay, so that's 2 pumps. I'm going to need more. I'm going to do 2 more pumps. I'm going to comb it through as well, because it's very important that your hair's completely detangled for this as well. I think that's going to help with the straightening results. And this is going to be the first piece I'm going to straighten. So I also got this. This is Lee Stafford Heat Protection Shine Mist. So I'm going to use this on the individual sections. I am going crazy with the heat protectant because I'm really nervous that it's going to damage my hair. There are 3 settings and off obviously, and the 3 settings are cool, low and high, and they are, I don't know if you can see because it's so dark. I'm just going to go straight in with high because I want to get the best result. Let's just go in. So that's the first piece done. It's looking straighter than I thought it would. I think I could do even smaller sections, but maybe I will do even smaller for the next one, because I had to do quite a few passes and I don't want to do that many passes all over my head in case it damages, but I am impressed with how straight that got. Section my hair how I section it for a wash and go. So I'm going to do the ear to ear thing. So I'm on the final section. That's the middle section done. So I'm just going to do the top section now, which I'm going to split into two because I'm going to have a middle parting. You can see I'm really red. It really gets hot. The longer you leave it on, the hotter it gets, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Like, I keep turning it off between taking sections, but then I just realized that my roots were still puffy, so I left it on to do my roots for a bit longer, and it got so hot, and I burnt my hand on my hair. So do be careful because it does get very hot. Right, just this last section and then I'll be done. So that's it. all done, I'm very happy with the result, you know? It's poofy, but I knew it would be poofy. I didn't expect it really to fully straighten it fully, so it was like really sleek. If you want that look, you will have to use straighteners over the top, which I'm not going to do because I'm not that bothered and I don't want to put straighteners on top of that because that was already quite hot. I just really wanted to stretch my hair out and see how long it was. And this is like 4 years growth with trims, of course, but it could be better, it could be worse. My hair feels really soft, really silky. That's possibly down to the products as well that I used. I used quite a lot of the heat protectant. As you can see, that's how much heat protectant spray that I used. And then this one I've used like to there. I've used a good amount of 2 different heat protectants, which I think is very important. But I think that's helped towards the softness of my hair for sure. Some things to note about the brush itself. So I really like it. It's very easy to hold and very easy to use. I had to maybe do, I was probably doing like 5 or 6 passes for each section of hair, but that's because I was turning it on and off between each section to give me time to like spray it and get the piece of hair and everything. So it was cooling down and heating up. So the first couple of passes weren't that hot because it had just been turned on again, and then the last couple of passes were like really hot. So it gets really hot if you leave it on. If you're not bothered about spraying the heat protectant as much as I was and like doing specific little sections, and you can just do, you know, like constantly leave it on, or you don't mind putting it down on the table and leaving it on, it will get really, really hot, and then you won't have to do as many passes for each piece. You probably only need to do 2 or 3. It does do a good job of getting the roots straight. If you just kind of do that over the top, I sprayed a bit more heat protectant on the top and then did that at the end just to make sure that the top was smoothed down. The ends are obviously not as straight as the roots, which is generally the case with these things. So as I said, I don't mind that, but just something to note. I think for a £30 piece of kit, and it looks nice, looks sleek, lightweight, simple, easy to use and effective. So yeah, I would say all in all it is a success. Let me just show you the back as well. So yeah, that's about it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, I found it useful, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.